G'day RTO community, just making a really quick video here, a bit of an overview of RTOPilot, a few things on the admin side in terms of building out your classes, and as well just running through really quickly sort of like the student journey, how that looks and sort of how that all ties in here. There's a few other bits and pieces, of course, on the RTOPilot side, which I won't be able to touch on today, like our LMS, our LLND, as well as some more marketing, ad tracking and a few other bits and pieces. But I figured I'd quickly run through a few different parts of the platform and show you what it's like. And if you've got any further questions, always feel free to reach out to us. We're always keen to have a chat. So this view here, the first thing that you'll see when you log in is the RTOPilot dashboard. And this is kind of a bit of an overview in terms of your business's enrollments, your classes. We've also got a flagged enrollments or leads section here. So if students fail the LLN or maybe they transfer to a different class, you can filter those and really easily see certain things that you might need to take action against without needing to drill too far into a certain student there. From here, of course, you can dive in and actually take a look at the student record and action there accordingly. So otherwise, you can have a look at your enrollments. You can really easily filter by different date periods. You can also filter down by different courses that you're running as well. And this way you can sort of like test and learn different marketing strategies or just review the business and see, if you're adding new courses on scope or adding new units, really easily assess and see how things are going there. Otherwise, the calendar view here, this is sort of, again, a bit more of an overview of what's upcoming and what's just happened in your business. So you can see we've got sort of weekly and monthly views here if you want to have a bit more of an in-depth look at your calendar. The different colors here represent the different courses that you're running, and the darkness of those colors represent how full each class is. So you can really easily keep tabs on how busy your classes are going to be. Otherwise, we've got these little status indicators here, which basically give a quick view of certain things that might need to take action against. So maybe you haven't reached an enrollment quota or a trainer hasn't been set. Again, just make it really easy for you to see that at a glance. You can also filter down by trainer or location or date here. Really, again, making it super simple. And you can also attach this calendar feed to your Google, your Outlook, or Apple Calendar, so you can have it on the go if you use your calendar on your phone or on your tablet or your computer, whatever's easiest for you. If you actually want to access some information from these classes, it's really easy as well. You can have a look at the session details as well as the enrollment details here. You can view your students' LLN results. You can see which ones have provided their USIs. You can drill into their actual student profile here as well. And you can also mark from within here. So it's really easy to mark students, leave comments, super simple directly from the admin calendar there. Otherwise, adding trainers is super simple, just an invite trainer. They'll get access to their own trainer portal. That's a whole separate video there. Creating new courses is super simple as well. You can add a new course, which will then be sort of like a template for the individual instances of your classes. So you can build that out and then really easily copy that. Once you've built out your courses, it's really simple to basically create as many classes as you need. So you can use our multiple class creation tool here, which will basically allow you to pre-fill all the data from your course that you just built. And then when you actually select the type of class, you can just jump in and basically just build out the days. Really simple here. And then update the session details in terms of your location and trainer. Get those set up. As soon as you post that, they'll go live on your website or wherever you've got your enrollment page set up. So super simple there. Units, again, these will, when you actually create a RTOPilot account, will pull all of your units on scope, your locations, all from training.gov, and we will do that automatically. So once you have these units in here, you can review them and make changes based on the outcomes that you want to mark against, or if you want to add new units, you can easily do that here. You can create vet units or non-vet units as well. Otherwise, your locations here, you can create as many locations as you need. You can also have contacts for these locations, and when you have a contact for those locations, then students and trainers will be able to really easily access that information and get in touch with those contacts, so that then it's a really seamless situation where if someone needs to be in touch with someone at a specific site, they have those details. Otherwise, we've got our corporate bookings module here, which is basically where you can handle all of your corporate training or your business-to-business training. It's really easy. You can create as many corporate bookings for as many different clients as you have, And when you create these, the coordinators or the main points of contact from those businesses will get access to their own coordinator portal where they can bulk download certificates from their employees, they can request classes, they can see their students' progress and determine, where they're up to. And they can also share private enrollment links, which they can attach to their Ethernet portal or, just individually to different students. I'm sure we've got a video on that somewhere else. If you want to access our online learning, it's really easy and simple. You can just jump into Slate here. Any changes made sent straight back into any online courses you've got. And then we've, of course, got our payments and emails, VetMess exports, all the usual stuff. One thing worth noting here, we do have a support block here, a support channel, where you can really easily just reach out to us, shoot us a message, and we will get back to you pretty much instantly. We've got a chatbot, which will, hopefully be able to answer some of those questions. But if not, those messages will come straight through to us, and we're always happy to answer, any quick questions, or if you want more in-depth, talk or chat, we're always happy to jump on a call. So that is our support there. But I really quickly wanted to just run through our enrollment flow. And actually quickly before doing that, you'll see that each of these pages has sort of like a YouTube video here. This question mark here brings up a quick video where you can get a tutorial on each of the different pages so that you can see, in your own time, how do I manage and create courses here? Or on the calendar view, how do I access and maneuver my way around the calendar? So there's a whole host of support that we have inside the app, so it makes it really easy for you and your team. So regardless of when you actually need the support, you're able to get it there. But again, just really quickly showing you the actual enrollment flow for students and how you can really easily share these enrollment links and they can go through that enrollment flow. So we've got a few different ways that you can share enrollment pages with your students. We've got the overall courses page where you can share all of your courses and all of your classes, which I've got here. If there's a particular class that you want to share, let's say this first aid, you can also share just the first aid classes here, which I will jump in and show you what that looks like. So we've got just the first aid classes. Or if you want to just share an individual class, so let's say an upcoming class, let's go this one on the 3rd of June, then I can also share that, and that way the students can enroll there. So basically, when a student finds a class that they want to, or a course they want to enroll into, they just click the Enroll Now button. That takes them through to this section where they can see all of the upcoming classes, including the different locations. They can filter down to what works best for them, or they can filter by date here as well. When they find one that works, they can enroll, and that will just take them through our enrollment process. So it's really simple. We're trying to really streamline this process. It's just name, email, phone number. We do have selected add-ons, so if you've got things that you sell alongside a course commonly, in this example, we've got a first aid booklet. You don't have to have add-ons there, but that's just a little way that you can tag on little additional components there. But once you click to enroll now, the system will just automatically handle sending them an email. And if I jump into my Gmail here, we'll be able to see that I just got an email from Training Company, and that will take me through to the final steps of the enrollment, which are the payment and the LLN. So if I go through the payment here, that'll then take me into the LLND, which essentially is, mandatory as a pre-enrollment step now with the new standards. So RTOPilot has our own LLND built in that comes as part of the platform. But basically, once the student goes through and completes this process here, then they will be taken into a final step of the pre-enrollment, which is the LLN. What you can see here, though, is I've already got my assessment complete. Basically, whenever a student enrolls through a course in RTOPilot, we kind of create an account for them, and that account always remembers all their information. So it remembers their VetMess details, it remembers their certificates, and in this case, it remembers their LLN. So it means that if you've got students enrolling in multiple different courses or re-enrolling again, they don't have to go through that process or the rigmarole of adding details. That means you don't get any duplicate accounts. We have automatic merging of accounts, even if students change their name or change their email. So it's really, really easy. But basically, once a student completes their LLN, then we'll just take them automatically straight into the student portal here. So there's a whole host of student portal videos, I'm sure, out there. But hopefully that was a bit of a good overview of the admin portal and the enrollment flow. And if you've got any questions, we're always happy to jump on a call and chat through. So feel free to reach out. But otherwise, have a great day. Thanks.